Hey babes, what's going on? It's your girl, That Witch Dani. So I don't live very far from Northeast Philadelphia, where the plane crash was tonight. And, obviously the second in 2 days, the last one being the worst in decades in US history in terms of casualties. I have a lot of friends in that area of Philadelphia. My daughter went to college there before she moved to Buffalo. Um, it's hit close to home, literally. And I am also flying on Monday and again on Thursday and again the following Monday and again on the 14th. I fly every month, Um, I'm not gonna change my plans. I'm not gonna cancel on my clients or appearances or anything like that. I'm gonna go. But of course it's got me in my feels and thinking I'm a mama. I'm a single mama. I've got a house full of teenagers tonight and they're driving me insane. It's really late and I am exhausted. But my son and my daughter are home. So I'm happy for that. Obviously, I can't have my Gwenny here, but I know she's safe. I FaceTimed her too. I told y'all 2025 was going to be tumultuous. I said we were going to see a lot of things like this. I'm realizing the gravity of it now, and how much bigger it's going to be than I was even prepared for. And I can't tell you how important it is to stop the bickering, stop this stupid ass who's right and who's wrong over political bullshit, over people who don't give a shit about you. I, I don't care who's right. I don't want to be right. I want to be happy. I want to be at peace. I want my children to live long enough to be parents someday. If we don't come together and stop fueling the fire of the tumultuous energy already present this year, I mean, we may as well just lay down and die now. We need to come together. We need to share the light. We need to pray for one another. We need to wish each other well. Always. Always. I don't care if your team's in the freaking Super Bowl and you hate this other one. I don't fucking care. Okay? It's the stupidest thing to give energy to, in my opinion, at this point. Look what's happening. The fires, the plane crashes. Hawaii's going to get a blizzard. It snowed in Florida, in southwest Florida. It was snowing in Naples, you guys. Okay. I told you about the underwater volcano. It's coming. I told you about plate activity in the Pacific Northwest and Mount St. Helens and Yellowstone and here on the East Coast and Indonesia and Turkey. All of these places. We ain't even seen shit yet. And I'm going to tell you right now, the time's going to come when you're going to need your neighbor, when you're going to need some kindness thrown your way. We are all one. I can't stress it enough. We are all a spark from source. So source, God, energy is within us, and we are all connected by that same energy. What I wish unto you, what I do to you, I'm doing to me. That's why I tell y'all and everybody else that I love them all the time. Even when I don't know you, I don't care. I love you. I'm rooting for you. Because rooting for you and loving you is loving me. And vice versa. Loving me is loving you. We're all connected. We are one. And the more we send out competitive, nasty, I hate you vibes at somebody because they don't agree with your politics or they don't like your football team, all we're getting back is more angry, tumultuous, pissed off energy. And I'll tell you right now, the earth, the universe, Mother Nature are all pretty fucking pissed off already. I don't care how cliche it is. It's the truth, and it's my mission on this earth, literally, to convince you that we are a collective consciousness. You want peace on earth? Do you want your loved ones or me to not be the next victim of a plane crash or some crazy ass weather event or whatever else? You better start sending love, light, and a whole lot more compassion to your fellow man, your fellow man. We are all human. I don't care if you are from Kentucky, Istanbul, New Delhi, Israel, China. I don't care where you're from. You are a human, and so am I. You're someone's child, maybe someone's parent, someone's spouse, someone's brother, sister, someone's mama. A little girl died on that flight that fought hard for her life and had to be sponsored by an international charity to receive the treatment she received at Shriners Hospital. She was on her way back home to Mexico after fighting for her life and receiving a treatment she was blessed to receive by the kindness of strangers in a charity organization. And she died. So did the innocent doctors that tried to save her life. The people who pilot an emergency medical jet. You know what they often carry in those jets? Life-saving organs, like the one that would have saved my husband's life. Come on, y'all. You've seen the videos. This shit happened essentially in my backyard. No one expects to be sitting in their living room at 6:30 on a Friday and have a jet crash into their home or a fireball ignite their house, land on their car, hit the shopping mall their kids are at on a Friday night. There will be more casualties when this is all cleared. People driving home. A friend of mine was driving to Wendy's. Wake up, everybody. They want us against each other. That's what they want. Then you're distracted. You're not seeing the masks falling off, the hypocrisy, the lies we're being fed all the time to keep us at odds and keep us in the dark while they do whatever they want with our money and our lives. I don't believe a thing I hear from any media outlet source, from any politician's mouth, any, from anyone in Hollywood whose masks are all falling off. You think LA is on fire just because that happens there? Sometimes. Not a chance. Not with these placements going on. Look what happens to look what's going on with our sun. There's a giant hole in our sun, a coronal ejection that sent really strong energy to Earth basically today. I told y'all we were going to see a lot of power outages and stuff, grid failure, by the time the sun reaches its maximum, which will be in July. What if all of these flights and shit going on are related to the geomagnetic energies that are hitting Earth? These placements that are happening that have never happened before in recorded history. I don't know. Maybe that sounds nuts. I don't know. But at this point, we don't know shit. We know that Hawaii is about to get a blizzard. We know it snowed in Southwest Florida a week ago. We know the weather ain't fucking right. There's fires in the Carolinas, North Carolina, where they were just ravaged by Hurricane Helene, not even almost rebuilding yet. We're going to see more tectonic plate activity where I live. We're getting little tiny hits every now and again. Big one's coming. St. Helens is coming. The underwater volcano in the Pacific. Don't know what that's going to do. Didn't even know that was a thing until I was given that prediction by my guides. But that's going to do something. Tornadoes and floods and a hurricane season that makes us have to add an extra category. We may see a category 6 this year. You want to keep paying $8 for a carton of fucking eggs and hating one another? Or do we want to finally come together, accept that we are one, and only as one united, collective, human consciousness are we more powerful than the smoke, the mirrors, the lies, and those quote unquote currently in power. It is the age of revolution. You want to actually resist traditional government. You want to actually push back on the 1% or the powers that be, right? Time for a revolution. That's a real resistance. Not following someone else. Not being, what's the word I want to use? Groomed. I don't want to say brainwashed, but groomed by another political figure. I'm sorry. I can only tell you what I feel, what I know, what spirit compels me to say. Okay. The only true resistance, the only true fight back, rebellious energy is coming together and demanding some real change. Maybe a rebellion, maybe a revolution. It will never work, and we will never have peace here if we continue to allow a two-party system full of people who don't give a shit about you, who are chess pieces as well in a giant Truman Show board game, pinning us against one another. That will never work. For the people, by the people. You feel like any decisions that are made are for you? Do you think any of these decisions made are by you? Who asked you what you thought before our bill was signed? Nobody. Please, I love you all. I love my children. I love my life. I don't want to continue to see all of this tumultuous energy, all of this hate, when tragedies like this are happening constantly. And we're all going to need one another. And you know what? I don't care what you've said or done. If you need somebody and I can be there, I'd be there to help you and support you however I could, even if it's just to send you light and pray for you. Pray for angels, whatever it takes. Let's get it together. Please. And if you don't want to hear me, you don't want to believe me, you don't want to make change or send love and light and healing to the rest of the world, please do me a favor and at least try not to send out hate and negativity. The rest of you, I implore you to please ask the angels to help heal everyone affected by all of these tragedies lately, to protect those of us who will be flying, traveling away from our families. And envision the world completely bathed in white light. Just take a second. Picture the globe fully encased in white light. Please. Angels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Shemuel, and Archangel Metatron. Please send healing to those affected by these plane tragedies, by the fires, natural disasters, war. Please heal the hearts of those with hate inside of them. Please open the eyes of the collective to the concept of consciousness and the fact that we are one collective consciousness. I ask you to shine the white light and heal all of us and the earth. Thank you. Please send angels to Philadelphia. Please send angels to DC, to the families of all those that are lost. Please send angels to protect all flights, planes, aviation departments, control tower operators, everyone involved in flight safety. Send love. I love you guys. Shine your light. It's so much more appealing. Night, babes. I love you.